So, welcome back to the shooting channel and welcome back to Andy's second lesson. So, Andy, any thoughts on the first lesson? Obviously it's been a bit of time now since you've had it. Any thoughts that you've gone across?
I felt we went through an awful lot of stuff. Maybe I've picked up some of it, probably forgotten most of it, so a quick recap would be quite good. I think for me it's around, last time we did how you stand, how you look, which eye were we going to use, and we're starting on that thing about trying to track the clay through the air without looking down the barrel, which felt a bit alien, and I think that's something that we need to work on.
So you've got to think about, I use a car, well, you don't look at the end of the bonnet, you look where the car's going. Same as when you play tennis, you look at the ball, so you don't look at the racket and you look at the ball. So as long as the gun touches your cheek, it's all about keeping those eyes. So if I take the gun out the slip, so as long as that gun is there, it's all about looking where that clay's going and looking exactly where it's going and trusting your eyes. So after what you've just said, what we'll do is we'll start on a little basic income again and just get you back into the incomers, and then we'll just go from there and work up from there. So to start with, let's see if you remember how to stand.
All right, okay.
Right, left-handed. So walk that way a little bit. That's not bad. All I would say is there. That's it.
So you've got to get your cheek tight on the...
That's it, that's perfect. What you don't want to do is ram it in too much. It's just touch that cheek.
Like that?
That's better.
So my head keeps doing that?
Yeah, your head keeps doing that, yeah. So all I would say, if I put the gun into your shoulder for you, just once more, so the gun's there.
Yeah.
Now take the gun. Perfect. Does that make sense?
So I'm putting the gun in my shoulder too low?
I would, yeah, you are.
So up here?
That's it. So really what you should do, let me just do it with you and show you, is you're going, what you should do is that.
I can head straight.
So let me just show the camera, so it's that. So my eyebrows are parallel there.
And what am I doing?
And you're going...
Okay. Right.
So head forward. That's better. That's better. Perfect.
My head's not going forward. That's it.
Yeah.
Get head forward.
That's better. That's perfect.
There we go. I'm now officially an expert.
That's it. So.
Yes, no?
That's better.
Okay.
So don't worry too much about, because what you'll do, the more you do that, all you'll do is think about it. So if you try it with a cartridge and a clay, the brain starts to think about that clay and the eyes start to look at the clay, and it will just come naturally. Whereas if you don't shoot at anything, your brain thinks, oh, am I doing it right? Am I doing this? So you just analyse it, basically.
Overthink it.
What we will do first is we're just going to look at the target. We're just going to shoot that basic target. So ears on. So remember, close the gun up to there. Now from there, now push it away, touch your cheek. Ready? On your own.
Okay, let go then.
Good. You are right up the right hand side of it. So there. Ready?
Yep.
Good. You went up the right hand side.
My God, so I'm going too far ahead.
You'll get, yeah.
Pull.
Oh. And it was a no bird, but you hit it.
Did I?
Yeah, you hit it, but it was a broken bird.
A broken bird?
It broke.
Pull. I feel that's the first one I've actually hit entirely by myself.
Yep. But now it's starting to come. Now you've got the head position right, it's starting to come. Can I just ask a question? What do you think of the gun you're using? You've got, obviously Browning have given us a Browning 825.
Yep.
What do you think of the gun?
Well, I've got very little to compare it to, but it feels very comfortable on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Comfortable grip. I think you have to get used to the fact they're quite heavy to hold for a period of time.
Yeah.
But this feels perfectly manageable.
So from a new shooter's point of view, is the 825 a good new shooter round?
I think so. It's
Yeah.
not bad. I think nothing about it I don't like.
Yeah.
But I can't, you know, as I say, I can't compare that to other guns because this is the one I've been.
So maybe
That's right.
after we've got the basics into you, maybe we'll do one lesson and we'll try 3, 4, 5 different guns,
Yeah.
and then look at which one you prefer the most of. So bottom left-hand corner.
Pull.
Killed it. What part of the clay did he break off that clay?
Bottom left.
No, bottom right you broke off of it. So that's the clay, and you broke that bit off.
Okay.
So I think to myself, look at the bottom left-hand corner,
Yeah.
and you'll smoke it.
I'm still finding this bit quite hard.
What? Actually, yeah. But it's better than it was.
And pull.
So the other thing is, when you lean back, your weight's coming off, so your head's coming off the wood. So
Okay.
this time, I'm going to put my hand there,
Stop
and I'm
me
just
from
going
doing
to
that.
push you forward to keep your head down onto that wood.
Now I'm aware that I'm. Because it's that whole thing, keeping your body.
So remember, when you close your gun up,
Keep it up.
you've always got to close your gun into your line of view. Because, again, if you're on a game field or something, you've got a gun,
Yeah.
or you've got things in front of you. In your case, you've got your camera in front of you.
Very fair point.
Plus, it's in the safe zone. So if your gun is always pointing up there,
Yeah.
A, it helps you get that gun into your cheek, B, it's into that safe zone. See, your head there, perfect. So your eyebrows are parallel.
Okay. Pull.
Wouldn't have done that last week.
And indeed not. Ooh, double.
1 followed by 1.
Okay.
1 followed by another 1. Go.
Okay. And pull. Pull.
So, second one, I took my hand off your shoulder.
Pull. Pull.
So what was the difference with me pushing you forward? Just break the gun.
I suppose I was keeping everything. I wasn't coming off the. Off
So what
the head
happens?
was-
You just mount the gun with nothing in. So what happens if you go forward? What happens when you go up, your head, and you come back, your head comes automatically off the wood. If you keep forward, your head's there.
Your kind of head has to stay on the gun.
Your head has to stay on the gun. No.
Okay, fair. Pull. Pull.
Bottom left. Again, what you've started to do is you started to put the gun here, not here,
Right.
which is making your head not go right. So let me put this bear in. To your, so feet. Now take hold of it.
Pull.
You see the difference when I put the gun in your shoulder? It gets your head there, not like that.
Still a work in progress, I'd say.
I tell you what, that's a hell of a lot better from the first lesson because you've learned to get that gun into your shoulder. I want a pair, then we're going to shoot a rabbit. Right, let me do it again.
Up there.
That's where you want to be. Spot on.
Much higher than you think.
Yeah, bottom left-hand corner.
Okay. Pull. Let go. Pull.
So you'd be world champion now.
There we go.
Right, now, any questions on that?
I think that's still that practice thing
Yeah.
of getting the position right like this, so I'm leaning forward enough, getting the gun up high enough, getting my head properly on there, and it's like those three things have got to come together. And I think that's practice.
It's this that's got to come together, and that's the bit that if you look and people don't realise that if that touches that in the right place, the gun will shoot where you're looking. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to shoot. So, easiest place to kill it, I would say, is there.
Directly in line with my camera.
Yeah, but you won't shoot it, it's there. Pick up point, hold point. So you literally hold the gun there, bang.
Right in front of it.
And in theory, you need to be thinking to yourself, that's the clay, come underneath it, bottom, front feet.
I run underneath it.
Run underneath the clay, bottom, front feet, because most people miss a rabbit high and in front.
Okay.
Because every time that rabbit hits the ground, it's slowing down. So you just think to yourself, that.
So I shoot underneath it?
Yeah. So about there. Ready?
Okay. Pull. Did I get it?
Yeah, smoked it. Well, you didn't hit your camera, so you must have got it.
Pull.
Why do you find that easier than the flying one?
One dimension.
It's because rabbits go in there, all you've got to do is hit the ground. The mud also hits the clay as well. So now we're going to do the rabbit followed by the incomer.
Are we now? Rabbit.
Stick your bum out.
Okay, pull. Pull. Now my finger is starting to hurt.
Yeah.
Not this one that's behind the trigger guard.
That's because you've got it too close here. Relax yourself, relax.
Yes.
So watch me shoot one. So I want you to press A then B. Watch the way I do it, right? The other thing, not that I'm picking on safety side, but you need to always close the gun there.
Yeah.
Right? You need to close the gun to where you're looking into the safe zone. Either up there. The other thing is, if you close the gun where you're looking, it mount the gun. If you close the gun there, you can't get the gun in your shoulder. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So it's not just a safety thing, it will help you mounting the gun. So,
A then B.
A then B. Pull. There, so look at my routine. There. Pull.
Yeah, you seem to be doing better with the aerial one, not so well with the rabbit.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because I'm so petrified of shooting your camera.
Well, that's a good reason to miss it.
You don't care because it's your camera. If that was on my camera out there, you would shoot it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Now,
So
what's happening
again,
there?
gun mount wasn't. Technique was all over the place. Technique was sloppy. Gun was on the back foot.
Okay. Don't hold on to me this time. Let me just. So I'm there.
You're still mounting the gun wrong. But that's better. Much better. That's it.
That. Pull.
Go on, foot feet. Well shot.
Pull.
Much better. But look at the technique. You were leant forward. Your head was on the wood. Your head was straight. That's better. So you look at these eyes. Perfect.
Okay.
Ready?
And pull. Pull.
I'd say that gun mount on that pair was perfect. It's only taken us 50 cuts just to get there. I'm going to be honest, You're a different person to what you were in the last time.
I feel better about it.
So I will say, I just want to try something, because especially in light like this, try them on your glasses. So I just want to see if you can actually see it better. Paul, why do you hit that straight away?
See, now that was more left than I think I've been shooting ahead of it, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
So that you finally found it now.
You say.
These magnet glasses, just hold the gun, let me show. So the reason why these magnet glasses are so good is they're fairly inexpensive, but you can put the inserts inside them.
Okay.
And somebody did that, went back to Evolution, got the inserts inside, and they said it transformed their shooting with the inserts that they had in there. And yes, you can get Castellani glasses, 450 quid, 500 quid. Not everyone has got 450 quid.
Huh.
And somebody did that with these glasses. These are under 200 quid. And somebody had a set of these in, and they came back for a lesson, they said it's completely different.
Paul.
Couldn't fault that. So the reason why I said these is the glasses are high here,
Yeah.
and this is my biggest thing with people with glasses, with the exception of this company, everyone is, whenever you need to get a pair of shooting glasses, it's really expensive. So obviously when I started shooting my father, I had a pair of RMs, and they were expensive. Yes, world class paid for them. And I shot double trap, and I don't think I would have won my medal if it wasn't for those glasses. But these Evolution glasses are slightly a lot less money, but you can have the inserts in, so that it's a good all-round pair of glasses with somebody that has got glasses. So I'm just going to let go of the gun. Look back in your shoulder where it is. It's on your arm. It should be there.
Okay.
Head forward. That's it. Pull. Pull. Bottom edge. You hit it. So why do you think that pair and that did that rabbit feel easier to hit?
It's all about getting that position on point.
The one you missed, the pair you missed beforehand, you had the gun out here. When you had it, it's there. And when you get the gun there, your cheek hits that gun in the right place. Spot on. Ball. Ball. So, did that prove a point? You took the bottom edge out of the incomer. Why did that one feel easier when you pulled the trigger?
It's all about getting that position on point, and
Yeah.
I'm still struggling to do that.
Yeah, but when I put it here, you hit the clay. As soon as you do it on yourself, you hit it here. And this is the bit. And this is why, and I can always remember my mum saying, teaching people, stand in front of the mirror, have a big mirror with everything on, and just do that. And you can see in your own mirror, see your face, how you're doing it right, what you're doing, things like that.
Okay.
So, quick little recap just for the audience. Your second lesson, what did you think of this?
I felt I had moved on a lot from last time. I didn't think I necessarily had done. I didn't think I would. I thought I'd still be pretty rubbish. Okay, I'm not an expert yet, but it just took. I felt like I was more successful. I felt like it was easier to get into position. It felt less uncomfortable. And then you get to see that actually when you're a little bit out, then the gun isn't kind of pointing where you're looking.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get those things all lined up, then it is pointing more where you're looking. So then once you need to nail that bit, and then you can look and actually line yourself up properly on the clay. And then you're going to be shooting where you think you're shooting. Whereas in a minute, I'm still shooting roughly where I think I'm shooting. Yeah. And I think that's the next
So
stage.
3 things that you feel you learned from this lesson.
Well, position it's getting the gun right into my shoulder, which is a key one.
Yeah.
And then remembering that I've got to lean forward and you sort of move from the hip rather than from the shoulder.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's starting to think more about where I'm looking, where my eyes are looking in the sky when that, or on the ground, or when the clays are coming through.
And the one thing that you didn't add to that, yes, put it into your shoulder, but what about where the gun hits your cheek?
Right, so I've got to have my head straight up and have my eyes parallel, so my head should be kind of horizontal to the ground.
Yes.
My eyes, anyway.
Horizontal to the actual barrel and to the gun. So, that was our second lesson with Andy. Comment below if there's anything you want us to go through in Andy's lesson, if there's anything you think Andy should go through or talk about. Would love to hear your thoughts. I hope you've enjoyed this programme. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us give you content like this. And from Andy and I, thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.